What's up with you? For today's video, we have a Wugtrio. Wugtrio is a very interesting looking Pokemon. It's sort of like an elongated Dugtrio. Now it gets the abilities Gooey, Rattled, and Sandveil. It's a water type Pokemon as well. And looking at its stats here, we've got a massive speed stat, of course, and a good attack stat there as well. All the other stats are basically garbage. Now I noticed it got this new move called Triple Dive, and it's a multi-hitting move, which is pretty cool. Hence the name Triple. It hits 3 times with 30 base power each time, and it's got a 95% accuracy. So quite an interesting move. Now with this Pokemon, it does have kind of a shallowish move pool, so it wasn't the most, it didn't have the most biggest array of moves, and it didn't hit super duper high of it. So it was a very good challenge. I had to come up with something that it could actually do some damage. If you do want to support the Pokemon Sweeps, people, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, drop a comment below. What Pokemon would you like to see me do next? Leave it below in the comment section of the video. Now, the first Pokemon we got here is going to be my Masquerain. This is going to be a Sticky Web user with Intimidate. I don't really need Sticky Web because this Pokemon is very, very fast already, as you've seen. And we've got an interesting lead here being the Toxtricity. Now, this is a very, very funny matchup at the start if you do pay close attention. Now also, people, tonight will be a double upload. Later on there's going to be a second Pokemon Sweep, so make sure you keep your notifications on and a couple of eyes out. Enjoy the salt. Alright people, let's have a look at the Wugtrio build, and we'll just pretend that last blooper there didn't happen. So yeah, it didn't happen, alright. Now with this Wugtrio build, this is a physical sweeper obviously. Now, as I said, going through its move pool, it was quite barren and it really didn't have a lot of great amazing moves there. Even triple dive itself is quite a weak move. Even after a weakness policy, I was finding stuff was living like really easily. So we had Adamant Nature as my main ability here. I tried out Jolly before, but it just simply didn't hit hard enough. Even with a weakness policy, it was hitting like a wet paper bag. Now I've got triple dive, it got stomping tantrum for a ground type move, which was good for electric types and stuff like that. I had throat chop. Now throat chop was just there as a filler move, but against that Toxtricity Elite, it actually shut down its overdrive set, which was pretty funny there. Like I wanted to activate my weakness policy, then I deliberately used it. I could have used triple dive, but I was trying to rub a little bit of salt in there, so that was quite funny. Now it's got the ability Rattled here. That was the ability I gave it. I actually got ability Rattled to actually activate during that battle, but it didn't really matter too much. That speed boost, I was pretty much outspeeding everything. The EV spread I ran was max attack and max speed, pretty straightforward there. Now as I said, I did go for Jolly Nature. I just found it didn't hit hard enough. So, I don't know. After using this Pokemon a fair lot, it definitely isn't overpowered. It's not, I wouldn't say it's the greatest Pokemon in the world. Like, it doesn't hit that hard. Like, that's what I was finding, So, it's going to be quite difficult for this Pokemon to, I reckon, to see a lot of action because it just simply doesn't hit too hard, With a weakness policy, maybe, but it just needs some, like, extra moves, I don't know what it needs. Like, I think it just needs an extra way of, like, boosting its stats, like a sword dance or something like that. I don't know. I found it quite a lackluster Pokemon in the damage department, I guess you could say. Now, looking at its bulk, it's not bulky at all, so it can't really take a hit either. Now, my Terra type on this was water, as you got to see at the end. I didn't really use it. I could have used it throughout the battle, but I sort of had a pretty good idea I was going to win that one throughout there, and had a weakness policy as well. I just used the end for the fun of it because if you notice, when I used the Terra type, it got the little water spout only on one of the Wugtrio's heads. I was hoping it'd have the little water spout on all three heads, but alas, it did not have that. But that's all good. So for some other examples here for Terra typing, so you could probably go into a Terra type ground here. That would probably be the best bet if you want to do that, because say electric type comes in, you can go, okay, I'll go Terra ground, and then the electric type move won't do anything to me. So that's probably one of your best Terra types you could use. I just did mine for a little bit of fun for water and a little bit of extra base power, of course, because it just simply lacked it, With this stomping tantrum, that's the only ground type move. That's the strongest. It doesn't even get like Earthquake, which is like kind of weird, but that's not very a powerful move either. And throat chop, well, you could chuck that out for something else, but as I said, if you look at its physical moves, there was very little to choose from there. I'll probably do a more detailed breakdown guide for Wugtrio in its own moveset, but that's going to be interesting having a look through there and seeing what I can actually come up with that's something viable and sweeping, that sort of thing, But that's pretty much it for today's Wugtrio sweep. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment below if you want to see a Pokemon sweep that I haven't done yet, preferably probably one in a new Gen 9 Pokemon. Drop it below, and later on will be a new Pokemon sweep. Peace out, people.